Raider Nation, what's going on? This is the Raiders Report. My name's Mitchell Renz. Please follow me on Twitter at MitchellRenz365. I got some awesome Raiders news for you, so let's get right into it. Derek Carr MVP odds, they've been released, and I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing here. So, the NFL season is still months away, and we haven't even reached training camp, but the latest NFL MVP odds are out. BetOnline has published updated NFL odds, and Derek Carr is tied for the 11th with 20-1 odds. The other quarterbacks with 20-1 odds, Jimmy Garoppolo, Dak Prescott, and Cam Newton. The man leading the list is Aaron Rodgers with 7-1 odds. Next news item I got for you guys coming up, Khalil Mack is the 16th best player in the NFL. This is according to NFL.com, and, well, they're top 100. Mack's rating climbed all the way to number 5 in 2017 after winning the Defensive Player of the Year award in 2016. He earned the number 49 position his second year as a pro in 2015 and jumped all the way to number 13 the following season. The Raiders took what some saw as a risk with the Oakland drafting Mack out of a small college with the number 5 overall pick in 2014 NFL Draft. But he looked the part coming out of the University of Buffalo at a chiseled 6'3" and 253 pounds. Now the task at hand is to sign the prized defensive end to a contract extension. Mack is set to earn under $14 million in 2018, but is holding out for a deal worth in excess of $65 million guaranteed. Until the superstar is safely signed by the Oakland Raiders, his number 16 rating will simply be bittersweet for Raider Nation. And just so you guys can understand how dominant Khalil Mack has been in his entire career, I mean, from 2014 to 2017, I mean, that's over 70 tackles every year. Last year, a career high in 78. And, I mean, the last 3 years having over 10 sacks. This guy's an absolute monster. I can understand why he's holding out for the contract that he is. Next news item I got for you, Father's Day. I'm saying happy Father's Day to all the dads out there in Raider Nation. Happy Father's Day to my dad. And the Raiders, well, they did something pretty awesome here. They made an amazing video just to kind of show, in a sense, how much that they appreciate the Father's Day. Lena, do you mind rolling that clip for us?
I just want to say happy Father's Day to EJ's dad.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he's a great dude. And Dad, happy Father's Day. I love you.
Hey, happy Father's Day, Pops. Love you, man. See you in a couple days. Appreciate it.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there supporting and, just being there and considerate with their families. All glory goes to you guys.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Hope you have a blessing. Go Raiders.
Father's Day. Man, there's no greater gift in the world than being able to be a father. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there doing it the right way. Love on your kiddos. Make sure they know that you love them. The easiest job in the world is to make sure those babies know you love them. Give them all a hug and kiss. Happy Father's Day.
Awesome stuff there. Love seeing that. Again, happy Father's Day to my dad. I miss you very much. Hopefully we can spend some time real soon. Would love to hear about the weather. And for anybody out there, tag your dad in the comments, tag your son, tag your daughter in the comments. Let Raider Nation love spread widely. Raider Nation, thank you so much for tuning in to the Raiders Report. My name's Mitchell Renz. Please follow me on Twitter at MitchellRenz365. And remember to subscribe to our new YouTube channel, The Raiders Report. That's an awesome channel there on YouTube. You will definitely not regret it. Those are our news. Now we're going to talk a little bit of some rumors, so you need to understand my Raider rumor scale. 0 Chucky heads, tuck rule, tuck that. Not going to happen. 1 Chucky head, small shred of truth. I like to think 25% chance of this rumor happening. 2 Chucky heads, people are talking, 50-50 chance. 3 Chucky heads, pretty likely, 75% chance happening. And then 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby, 100% gonna happen. Now, let's get into some of those rumors. The Oakland Raiders are a top 10 team. Well, I'm going to give this one 2 Chucky heads. People are talking. Madden rankings were leaked, and the Raiders came in as a top 10 team. The Raiders are tied for 8th with the Titans and Cowboys with a rating of 81. Khalil Mack was the highest-rated Raider in the game, coming in with a rating of 96, which is good for top 10 mark in the game itself. Jordy Nelson actually got some love, coming in with an 86 rating, while Amari Cooper rounded out the top 3 Raiders with a rating of 85. 6 other Raiders had a rating of 80 or better based on this leak, and overall, I don't know. For me, guys, I guess the reason why I'm giving this one only 2 Chucky heads is because, well, I don't know if the Raiders are a top team. I like to believe that they are, and I'm hoping some of these veteran moves work out for the best, but again, it's a coin flip for me on that one. Next Raiders rumor I got for you guys coming up on the board, Doug Martin. He will be a bust. Well, I'm going to give this one 3 Chucky heads, pretty likely. So, am I the only one who gets flashbacks to Maurice Jones-Drew and Trent Richardson when I hear the name Doug Martin? They both look good in the OTAs, with people commenting on the quickness and burst that they both possessed. Both seem poised to revive their careers that had flagged a bit. Richardson more so than Maurice Jones-Drew. However, for their, in quotes here, Raiders careers, because let's be honest, they were not long, Jones-Drew played in 12 games and amassed a whopping 96 rushing yards with a pathetic yards per carry average of 2.2, which was still better than Richardson, though, who didn't even make it out of camp and never set foot on the field in the regular season game for the Silver and Black. And the reason why this is giving me a flashback, well, the year before joining the Raiders, I mean, look at it right here. Trent Richardson, 3.4 yards per carry. Maurice Jones-Drew, 3.3 yards per carry. And then Doug Martin, 2.9. I don't want to fall for the same thing over again. I saw it the last 2 years with Doug Martin, 2.9 yards per carry in 2016, 2017. Why are we all of a sudden confident in this guy? Guess what? I look good in shorts and t-shirt too. If you don't believe me, go on my Instagram, MitchellRens365. I did a Spartan race. Next rumor I got for you guys coming up on the board, DeAndre Washington. He's going to be cut. Well, I'm going to give this one 2 chalky heads. People are talking. A rumor that's been circulating all offseason with the Raiders is, well, are they going to release Jalen Richard or are they going to release DeAndre Washington? So, Brett Weiss of Fanside believes it's going to be DeAndre Washington. He writes this: Jalen Richard and DeAndre Washington came into the NFL at the same time, but only one is going to make it to the 53-man roster in 2018. While both bring a little something special to the roster, Richard will likely be the one standing when the team opens up against the Rams, as the Raiders do not have the flexibility to carry both this season. So, guys, I want to know, though, from you, which running back should the Raiders cut? Do you think they should cut maybe Jalen Richard? Give me a heart. If you think they should cut DeAndre Washington, give me a like. If you're on YouTube, just comment below who you think the Raiders should cut, Jalen Richard or DeAndre Washington. Next rumor I got for you guys coming up on the board is Amari Cooper a top 15 wide receiver? Well, you're going to have to find out from word from our sponsor, Mizzen & Main. For Chucky heads, believe it, baby. NFL Spin Zone ranked the top 32 wide receivers in the NFL recently, and Amari Cooper came in at number 15 overall. If he had a solid year in 2017, probably could argue him being a top 10 wide receiver. This is a huge year for Cooper, who has bulked up considerably and is trying to erase the memory of a very unproductive 2017 campaign. Now, guys, why am I so confident in Amari Cooper? Because of his stats. 2015, 2016, dude was an absolute monster. Coming into the NFL that quickly and being that productive is a pretty amazing stat. Yes, 2017 he struggled, but the Raiders in general struggled. And I mean, if you want to be optimistic, he did have a career high in touchdowns with 7. So I still believe in Amari Cooper, who, let's not forget, is only 24 years old, which is younger than a guy like Calvin Ridley, who just got drafted. Next rumor I got for you guys coming up on the board is Amari Cooper a trustworthy guy for fantasy football? If you guys know who me, I love fantasy football, and you definitely follow me on Twitter at MitchellRens365 for my advice. And I'm going to give this one 3 Chucky heads, pretty likely. So I trust Cooper because I think he is truly special, and with a guy who just turned 24 years old, like literally a few days ago, so happy birthday to you there, Amari. And I just think overall he's just an absolute monster. So John Gruden has been singing the praises of wide receiver Amari Cooper since becoming the head coach in February. Said that Cooper would be the focal point of our offense in April, and then he stated that he would be the main vein a little bit later on. Despite a down year in 2017, it should not be forgotten that Cooper's production in his first 2 seasons was good as anyone since the NFL-AFL merger in 1970. Through those 2 seasons, he ranked 10th in targets, receptions, receiving yards among all wide receivers. From 2000 to 2008, 9 total seasons, Gruden's offense had an average pass-to-run ratio of 1.29. Such a ratio would be good for 12th in 2017. So, Gruden also has a track record of force-feeding his wide receivers in the same span, and above the highest market share his wide receiver one ever had was 28.71, which was in 2005 by Joey Galloway. In this 9-season stretch, though, with Gruden, his main wide receiver saw an average target share of 23.77. Yes, guys, I know there's a lot of stats there. Well, that's what Number Fire does. But Number Fire's projections for Amari, they came out to 1,089 yards, 6.2 touchdowns on 83 receptions. So, I want to know from you guys. Comment below, over or under 1,089 yards for Amari Cooper in 2018. For me, I don't see why he can't get to that. I think he's going to be around 1,100 yards. I'll take the over. The 83 receptions, though, or 89 receptions, that's a little bit high for me. I think he's going to be a little bit lower than that. 6 touchdowns, no reason why a guy who's as talented as Amari Cooper can't get the 6 touchdowns. All right, last rumor, and probably the biggest one. Martavis Bryant suspension is coming. Ooh, boy, I'm going to give this one 2 Chucky heads. People are talking. Where there is smoke, there is fire. And with Martavis, you should be worried about, really, with any kind of smoke. So, Martavis Bryant, who has started fewer games in his career, 16, than he's been suspended due to failed drug test with 20, is looking for a new start with the Raiders, who traded for him on draft night by sending a 3rd-round pick to Pittsburgh. Bryant didn't practice last Thursday, the final day of minicamp, and there may be something ominous about that. According to a Las Vegas Review-Journal, the Raiders fear potential NFL discipline may be coming for Bryant. Multiple team officials declined comment as they left for a weeks-long break before training camp, but they acknowledge the club is waiting final word on the situation. It is believed to pertain to the NFL's substance abuse policy. The Raiders were taking a calculated risk with Bryant, but a 3rd-round pick is certainly a real price to pay for an undeniably talented receiver who seems to have trouble staying on the field. If there's saving grace, it's that Bryant is cheap. He's still on his rookie contract despite being drafted in 2014, despite his contract told roll over another year when he has been suspended the entire 2016 season. Another silver lining, if he is suspended another full season, it would toll yet again, and his free agency wouldn't hit until 2020. As for Bryant getting suspended, I'm sorry, guys. I really don't have 2020 vision. Raider Nation, thank you so much for tuning in to the Raiders Report. My name is Mitchell Renz. Please follow me on Twitter at MitchellRenz365. And make sure you guys like Oakland Raiders by Chat Sports on Facebook so you know exactly when I go live.